One of the biggest problems trying to become a more productive person, whether that's in fitness or building a YouTube channel or building a dropshipping business, there's often one major thing that really gets in the way of how productive you are and how much you're going to get done and how much you can actually focus on a task. And that is overstimulation. So if you don't know what overstimulation means, let me explain it to you in this way. Go to your settings in your phone and type in screen time at the top. Screen time is usually a really good indicator of how much stimulation your brain is actually getting from your phone. And I'm willing to bet that like the top 3 apps that you're probably spending the most of your time on is YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. Overstimulation is the constant flicking between different apps on your phone, constant stream of dopamine. One important thing I want you to know about dopamine is that dopamine is actually about motivation and drive. The whole point of dopamine is to experience novelty. So the first time you ever play a video game or the first time you ever download a certain social media app, that is the most fun you'll ever have on that game or app. It's the first time you use it. Because of the way social media companies have basically perfected everything on their platforms, it's become impossible to escape, and people want that constant dopamine hit and for it to feel like the first time again. The best way by far to detach yourself from social media without having to add anything in is just simply to delete social media. The second and most important step in this process is to not relapse and re-download social media. So I've deleted all my social media from my phone so that I can really optimize my workflow and just focus on work and not be distracted throughout the day or when I'm sat at my desk on my phone. And trust me, I was very tempted to re-download, especially Instagram. I really missed Instagram for a few weeks. But once you get past the phase of like the 2-week mark, I promise you, you won't miss social media, right? You won't care and you won't be bothered about the fact that you don't have social media on your phone anymore, because you'll find joy in the little things like building up a business or, you know, just having a nice conversation with your girlfriend or whatever. You do start to get dopamine, like your body has to replenish that dopamine from somewhere, right? So when your dopamine levels, they've been this high, sky high for your whole life, just being addicted to social media, they'll crash and they'll go below baseline. But then you'll start to find that the little things have an impact, like almost things that you took for granted and you didn't really concentrate on before will start to climb back up and meet that dopamine level. And you will just be happier. Like, trust me, since I've basically deleted social media and stopped being overstimulated by, you know, Instagram reels and shorts and all this kind of thing, it's just made me appreciate like the little things more. And that's just a really nice thing to have. I mean, this is what life was just like, you know, 30, 40 years ago before social media was invented, right? Some other quick little tips in order to kind of keep your dopamine levels high, because obviously they're going to crash after you delete social media because you've been having so much dopamine from that, is to, one, have cold showers in the morning. I've said this before. I really swear by cold showers. They release a long-lasting climb in dopamine after you use a cold shower, after you've done one. So I definitely recommend doing that to try and, you know, offset the imbalance from deleting social media. You might feel a bit down, a bit depressed. So have cold showers, that's going to help. And then also like social issues do come from deleting social media. So I found that a lot of my friends don't know, you know, how to get in touch with me or whatever, or I've not spoken to them in a while, and they'll actually just ring me and be like, why aren't you responding to my messages on Instagram and that kind of stuff? And I've just told them, listen, I've deleted social media. Just text me, WhatsApp me, whatever, and that's worked out fine. It means that when they actually text you, like for whatever it is to meet up, it means that you're not going to that app to respond to the text and then getting distracted by like watching stories or watching people's content and that kind of thing. You know, like WhatsApp and text obviously don't have that. So it means that you're not going to get, you know, if someone actually try to contact you, that's not going to end up being like 30, 40 minutes of your time gone. And finally, how has this helped me? How has stopping being overstimulated and constantly fed content helped me, you know, currently? I've kind of been like overstimulating myself for like 10 years. It's been nice, like it's been really good. One, I've been like 10 times more productive, right? Because you'd be sat in your room, sat down ready to do some work. You just find yourself like 5 minutes later, just scrolling through your phone like that. And when you actually go to your phone and you realize you don't have any social media apps on there, one, it takes a bit of discipline to not go back and, you know, re-download the social media. Once you can get over that kind of hill that keeps creeping up on you like in the first week or two, then you'll kind of just put your phone down and be like, oh yeah, sorry, I don't have any social media. And then you just sat there like, well, what do I do? And you end up finding yourself just working. Like, I'm just recording this video right now. Like, this is something I would never have done, recorded a video, because I would have quite happily sat here and just scrolled through Instagram for 2 hours. But you'll find that you've got a lot more time to kill. It frees up your day a lot, like way more than you think. And it just means you can focus on other things, like you can actually go to the gym and spend a bit longer at the gym working out, and you can focus on your diet more, you can read more books, you could work on your business more. There's like so much stuff that you can do to do with like self-improvement and self-development that you just otherwise don't have time to do if you are overstimulated and, you know, addicted to YouTube and Instagram. So lastly, it just teaches you discipline. Like, it's helped me because it's meant I'm doing something that's quite disciplined and doing something that most people aren't doing. And if you can delete social media and get over this like overstimulation kind of pandemic, right, that's going on in the whole world right now, you're kind of just doing something that no one else is doing, and it makes you feel like you're kind of making moves and making a bit of a difference in your life. Right guys, I hope you got some value out of that video. Hope it helped you in any way, and yeah, just remember, improve yourself by 1% every day and you'll get there. See ya.